So what we're going to talk about tonight is something called the order of operations. And by operations, I mean the order with which you solve a math equation or an addition or arithmetic equation. You've probably heard of the order of operations before, and it's known as PEMDAS. And I've got it written here. PEMDAS, the P stands for parentheses. Now, parentheses are grouping symbols, and parentheses could look like parentheses, like you know. They could look like brackets. Another grouping symbol that you don't really think about being a grouping symbol is the fraction bar. But the fraction bar divides or separates the numerator activities from the denominator activities. So when you look at a problem, you want to do anything in parentheses first. The next thing that we move on to are exponents. Okay, exponents. And exponents would are like the little numbers up here. There you have your exponent. So anything raised to an exponent you want to evaluate next. Now this next layer down, I've got M and D next to each other. Excuse me. Because really what you do is you want to multiply or divide whichever comes first. So I'll write first, left to right. So if I have a math problem that I'm muscling my way through, and it looks like, 7 minus 3 plus 1, well, whoops, I'm not doing addition subtraction, am I? No, I'm doing multiplication and division. So let's backtrack, get rid of that. Now, let's say I'm doing a math problem, and I'm doing 8 divided by 4 times 3. Well, if you look at PEMDAS this way, it looks like I would do all multiplication first. But the way I have it written, I do whatever comes first, left to right. So here's my left, here's my right. This is what comes first, and this comes second. So I do 8 divided by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So I do 2 times 3, which is 6. So 6 is my final answer. Same deal with addition subtraction. I want to add or subtract whichever comes first, left to right. So add sub first, L to R. All right, let's do some okay, so PowerPoint doesn't do the cool little exponent thing, so I'm going to rewrite this how you would normally see it. It would be 27 over 3 squared times 2 minus 3. So actually, if I look at this, that was just bad. Let's cross that right out. So looking at this, I have my first grouping symbol is the fraction bar. So I want to deal with a fraction bar first. But before I can deal with a fraction bar, I need to simplify this denominator. So I have 3 squared, which is 9. So it's 27 over 9 times 2 minus 3. Well, now division comes before multiplication. 27 divided by 9 is 3. That becomes 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 is my final answer. Now let's do this next one. I'm going to do my parentheses first. I have 13 minus 8, which is 5. Then I have 7 next to this 5. Remember, if I have two things next to each other with no operation written, I multiply. That's a 35. All right, this last one, I have 8 plus 13. That's 21. So then I go and I look at my outer grouping symbols, these brackets. Notice I have 2 grouping symbols, my inner ones and my outer ones. So I have 30 minus 21, which is 9, and times 2. So I have 2 times 9, which is 18. And there's the answer for number 3. So I would like you to try this one on your own. 4 plus 23 minus 5 plus 2 star 6. And this means multiply by those darn announcements. All right, I will see you next class.